Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Well, I also gotta say, today we're gonna get into tutorial number 2 of the Celestial Nirvana 25 looks of Christmas past. Something like that. But without further ado, let me go ahead and prime my eyes with the Pro Filter eyeshadow primer and we will get right into this tutorial. Alright, so the eyes are prepped with the Eye Filter Pro that. Last tutorial we did the blue. This one we're going to do the green, the Nocturnal State. And we're just gonna go ahead and do this. Up into the crease. A little bit along the lash line and just create our base and blend it out. Once everything's on, just go ahead and start blending everything out. And we will just continue to add and blend from here on out. But I have to admit though, this is extremely potent as far as the color. The last tutorial, I'll put the look here. The blue had more of that greener undertone. Where this is like, this is green. And then we will just go ahead and add this on. And the thing that I don't have the same eyelids is one side is bigger, more real estate than the other. But this, I should not say eyeshadow palette. This palette, artistry palette, oh my gosh, this is just a lot more punch than I was expecting. But then again, it's Pat McGrath. I should have expected that. But here we are, tutorial number 2. Loving this look. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend everything out. Because like I said, the first 5 high looks I'm going to go ahead and do are going to be more of like a smoky one and, I can't say one and done because there is going to be another color added to this, but for the most part, you guys get the idea. Because the first one was Nocturnal Navy, this one is Altered State. I also want to do Nightfall with Cosmic Champagne, a Violet Vixen with Aquarian Dream, and Auburn Allure with Golden Angelica. Just to really get a, Venusian Peony with Starlit Copper maybe? No, that's going to be way too light. Without further ado, let me go ahead and blend this out and we will continue. Altered State is on. We are going to go into the Guilty Opulence for the inner corner and for the brow. And we're just going to go ahead and tap that on and tap that on. Beautiful, beautiful combination. And like I said, with the brow bone, as you do that, you can actually bring that down to kind of tame a little bit of that blendiness, which is quite nice every now and then. But this is almost like a, look at, oh, that is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. The way they curate these color stories, everything goes hand in hand, but also to curate it with the whole palette is, I would love to be behind the scenes to see that whole thought process of how that goes, because sometimes I'm just like, how did they even? Maybe that's why the navy, Nocturnal Navy is probably more of that green base, because it could go well with a lot more of the cooler tones. But we shall see as we try to do 25 looks for Christmas. But that is basically the look. I'm going to go ahead and waterline my eyes with the Permagel liner in Extreme Black. And for foundation, I think for the rest of this series, I'm going to do my best to use the rest of this. The Beautiful Skin in a 8 warm and then 8.5 warm for the concealer. Because I really want to try to downsize my consumption. Look at that. If you have brown eyes, do not be afraid of color. Just work your way up to it, because look at that. Oh, it really popped the brown in my eyes so much more. Let me go and do the rest of my face, and we will see the final look in a moment. This is the final look of tutorial number 2 of the 25 days of Celestial Nirvana from Christmas Past. Altered State with the Guilty Opulence. Stunning. I am starting to love more green type of eyeshadows for my brown eyes because I am digging this. So, only 23 more to go. I am so excited. But I hope you guys, if you still have this palette, pull it out. Let's play, giving you guys more ideas, more ways to jump into this Celestial Nirvana of Opulence of Pat McGrath. So, I really hope you guys are enjoying this. We'll continue to do more, and we shall see what we will come out with next. But everything else on my face is actually a beautiful... I am digging this foundation and concealer, which I'm trying not to because I just need to go through it to get rid of it so I can really tone down what I am using. But primer, Milk Makeup, Luminous Primer, what is it, Luminous? Luminous Blurring Stick. I love this. It's the second time I'm using this, second one I bought. Under Eye Corrector. I actually went in with the Guerlain Precious Light Rejuvenating Illuminator in 002. I am a bougie type of person, so I love name brand things. I love things that I play with that they just start to work for me. So, Guerlain is what I'm using. Obviously, previously I was using the Dior Flash Luminizer, and I'm only going through, I have these because I used to work at Douglas, and I just need to go through them. Face is 8 Warm. Beautiful Skin Radiance from Charlotte Tilbury, and Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer 8.5 Warm. Love this. No highlighter. Bronzer is Airbrush Flawless Bronzer by Charlotte Tilbury in 310. I love the warmth that this gives for my skin. Blush is actually from Pat McGrath Labs, the Divine Blush Bronze and Glow Trio, the Supernova Siren, and Midnight Orchid. I still think they need to make this a single, to be quite honest. This is immaculate. Along with the Sunset Bloom is also another one I really, really love. And this is from the, Siren, Nirvana and Bloom. Obviously the first one for the light, Naked Peony. This is the Forever Nude. Yes, I have those. I don't know if I will be purchasing any Pat McGrath this year as far as holiday. I am more than having enough products from Pat McGrath. But lips is the Opulust Gloss and Pale Fire Nectar, and setting spray is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury. Browser still benefit, that is that. So, tutorial number 2, Altered State with Guilty Opulence. I mean, I went back looking at a lot of tutorials, reviews of this past year, and I just really haven't seen anybody to really deep dive into this palette as much as I wanted to. So for 2026, why not create what you look for? So nothing but tutorials coming this year. Like I said, there's gonna be tutorials from all over the place. I started filming the Alyssa Edwards and Anastasia Beverly Hills tutorial eyeshadow palette. Some old holiday from Pat McGrath I want to dive into. I'm trying to think. Kat Von D I want to get into. So like I said, 2026 is going to be a year of a lot of tutorials for you guys. Oh, under eye setting powder. Meteorites Compact and 3 Medium from Guerlain. And I just love the way Guerlain smells. There's something about a bougie brand that has a fragrance. For me personally, I love it. Does it irritate my eyes? No, not really. But under eye setting, I actually went in with the Pat McGrath Labs Light Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder, and white light. She did come out with, was it peach and amber? So I'm glad they are extending the shade range for that, because the consistency, the lightness, and the light featherness of it, I really do love. I would love it. I mean, I do love the setting powder as well. I have light medium too, which is more yellow. I hope they extend the shade range for these setting powders, but I am thinking of getting medium eventually, and also with NARS, the light reflecting setting powders, loose setting powders as well, because I do love the compact one. So I kind of want to get maybe number 3, because the middle, the light or the medium, whatever it is, it looks really yellow. So, but without further ado, I will see you guys next tutorial. 23 more to go.